Okay, cool. Today's topic is kind of coming back from what we already been briefly talking on, was it Wednesday, right? How to interact with the social media leads, how to engage them into further conversation, how to find out what is actually they're looking for and what's the budget and the time frame, how to make them to respond and move them further into the sales funnel. So for us to understand how to do that, we have to a little bit step back and might look at what we are doing now, which might be causing the problems that you have with leads, right? So I'm going to be talking about the problems that you have with leads, the new era of buyers. Who heard this term, new era of buyers? Post-trust era. No one yet. So we're going to be talking about this, something new for you. How to activate sales resistance and lose deals. So potentially that what you might be doing unconsciously. Have you ever heard about sales resistance? As a term is sales resistance when you talk about sales? No. So I'm giving you an example. Sales resistance is something that you feel deep inside of you when you're walking into the mall, into Zara or I don't know, Chanel, depending which kind of shopping you do. And the shopping assistant comes to you and asks you, how can I help you? What is your response? Okay. So this is the reason you're responding and what you feel in this moment is sales resistance. So I'm going to talk about that, which might be the reason that the clients do not want to engage with you further and keep you kind of on a distance, have the wall between you and the client. Sales process for social media leads, how does it look like ideally, and what it might be looking now. In general, sales process I see as a skeleton of your work. This is the main roadmap, like a Google map. You want to go from A to B, from just receiving the lead to closing. So the sales process is your own map. If you skip or do a wrong turn, you might not be able to get to that point B. We're going to be talking about this. And script for first call. So inbound call means there is a sales term inbound and outbound, входящий, исходящий. Different types of call. For example, the traditional cold calling when you're looking for listings, that's going to be an outbound. But you calling when you have a lead already registered and you're calling back, that's going to be inbound. I'm going to be talking a little bit like more classical sales terminology because I want you to learn it. If you want to progress in learning about sales skills further, with me or without me, you have to know this terminology. Any questions on that? Okay, cool. I hope we're going to be able to cover the material in maybe 1 hour, 20 minutes. Then I'm going to want to give you a break, so you will refresh, wake up. Then we're going to come back after maybe 10 minutes, and I'm going to go through the script that I'm advising you to start implementing step by step. I'm going to talk about tonality. I'm going to talk about why we are saying certain things and how to implement your script effectively. So we're going to address the decreasing of sales resistance. We're going to address how to engage with media leads through the script. But for that, I have to give you a theory first. Yeah? Are you with me on that? What I expect from you on this session. I expect you to ask me a question. If something what I'm saying is not clear, anytime you can raise your hand. And if I will feel like I need to finish, and then I will ask you a question, I will give you a sign that, yeah, just give me a couple of minutes, I will finish, and then I will let you speak, right? I know that you're all busy with the clients. However, let's imagine that this 1.5 hours we are as a doctor, as a brain surgeon, and we're doing brain surgery. When the doctor is doing brain surgery, how he reacts to the phone calls or messages or anything. Is he's the one who's going to drop it? Oh, sorry, just like very important call for the next guy who is doing the brain surgeon. I'm not sure if it's allowed when you're doing a brain surgery, use a Bluetooth because you're going to interfere with all of the things. So guys, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be allowed to respond on the phones, but I'm letting myself maybe slap you a bit if I will feel that you're too much engaging and you're not with me, right? Because my end goal is not to come here, spend 3-4 hours, wait for the company to pay me. If you remember, I'm a salesperson myself. I want a result. I want you to come to me with implementation questions. I want you to come to me say, oh yeah, well, I did what you told me and I was able to close the deal, or the client responded to me. This is what I want. That's why I do not care about money as much as I care about helping you. And the company is paying for me to be able to help you. However, it doesn't mean that I'm only going to help you if the company is paying me, right? That's why over here, I put my LinkedIn and Instagram profile. So whenever you will have any questions that you want to ask, including you want to send me, for example, like a screenshot of your conversation with the client. I don't want to know the number of the client. I don't care. And ask me, what should I do from here? So I will be able to help you more precisely. You are more than welcome to do that. Say it again? 24/7. I mean, not 24/7, but I will respond to you with 24 hours. I will try to do that, right? Why? Because I want us to be more interactive. I hope we're going to have a chat, a WhatsApp chat specifically for everyone. So you will be able to put your questions in the chat. In this way, by answering you, I'm answering everyone, right? But it's not yet in progress, but I want you to have already some way to get in touch with me, right? And I'm not giving you my WhatsApp because my WhatsApp is the same as your WhatsApp can be, right? And you're just somewhere in the, okay, right? But over here, I know who you are. We kind of getting in touch. I'm posting a lot of content on this social media as well. So you will be able to learn a little bit more from that. Make sense? Okay, now my question, what are you expecting from me during this 1.5 hours? So I will be ready to help you. What are your expectations? Yes?
When exactly we have follow-up client profile, sometimes we see
Yes.
after conversation they will like
Disappearing.
yes, they will disappear and not answering you anymore on your calls. Even I want to know what is our option in this
How we can pull back the client who almost...
we should actually, I want to know when exactly we have to follow up them more, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they not look that serious.
Yes.
I want to know how we can find out.
Very good question. Very good question.
Follow up them more, or this is just waste of time?
It depends, you know. I'm going to respond to you as a doctor. Doctor, what should I do? Should I run or should I lift weight? Or should I do the fasting or should I do just like calorie deficit? It depends. Depends on the client. I will go into generic version of how it looks like. And then the more you implement, the more you will feel what exactly you have to do. Because guys, what I'm trying to teach you here is a way of thinking, right? That's why everything I'm explaining, I'm going into details, into behavioral science details, why it's actually happening. So then without me, take me away from equation, you will have your own brain, which is operating already in this way. Yeah, makes sense? Okay, any other questions? Okay, let's jump into that. This is the problem, if I list them correctly, based on my modest experience. what we are now having with the social media leads. Do not pick up the phone at all. I don't have time, just send me the information. Information sent, no response after. Pick up the phone, seem to be interested, interactive, then went into the witness protection mode, right? We don't know what happened to the person. I need to think about it. And we don't know why. I need to think about what exactly, how to actually overcome. I need to think about it, right? Because is this objection or what is this? How do you feel? Okay. We classify it as an objection, but is it a real objection? It's like a smoke screen, right? When the client is telling you, I need to think about it, as absolutely you're aware, it doesn't mean that you're going to go to the dark room, switch off all devices, and just really start to think about it, right? That means that he doesn't feel comfortable enough with you to tell you the real objection. Objection is under the smoke screen. And I have a specific program where I teach how to handle the objections and pre-handle the objections. Right? So I need to think about it. It doesn't mean that he's really going to think about it. Eventually, what we know about the way human beings are making decisions, the decision is made about buying or about specific type of property, not in the end of the sale. Decision made, let's say, in the middle of the process. The same as you do. Just think about how you make decisions about things, right? It's not like you wait till the end and then the salesperson says, okay, so what is your decision? And you're like, oh, well, this is the time when I'm thinking about my decision. You know. By that time, you know already. So that's why we're starting from the beginning for us to help to our clients to open up, remove the sales resistance, the fence which is they're using to protect themselves from the salespeople are trying to sell them something. They had a negative experience. They were forced to buy something they didn't like, the same as you. Have anyone had the bad experience with sales? That someone sold him something that he wasn't actually looking for? Yeah. So that's just normal human behavior 101. We always try to protect ourselves. This is unconscious, the same as we walk into the mall. No, thank you, I'm just looking, right? Sometimes we are getting into the over-burned clients when they're directly in the beginning telling us, oh no, I'm not going to buy. I'm not actually looking to buy now. I just want to get some information. How often do you have this? You do, right? Does that mean that they're not actually looking to buy? No. What does that mean? That they don't want you to push the solution down the throat. That's it. Okay? Are we moving forward? Yeah. Okay, so that's my favorite episode from the movies that I hope you all seen already. Wolf of the Wall Street, right? I'm using this exact piece of movie in many different trainings with different questions around it. So the same episode serves a completely different purpose. So now, if you remember, that's just going to be a short episode. Jordan Belfort is the name of the character played by DiCaprio. He just lost the job as a stockbroker because the market crashed. So he's walking into the small firm which are selling penny stocks, the company which are not, that do not have enough capital to be listed on the stock exchange. So somehow they are selling their stocks through those type of companies. And my question to you is, how would you describe Jordan Belfort as a salesperson? Which year does the movie represent? Yeah? Because the movie been filmed in like early 2000s, maybe 2010 something, but the actual period of the movie is way before that, right? And the other question, do you feel the similar conversation would be possible nowadays with the client? Yeah, you got the questions? So when we finish the movie, I will ask you to turn to the partner which is right next to you, and together you will decide how would you describe him and the year which movie represent. And then I will give you 2 minutes for all of the team to decide. Will that be possible to have a similar conversation between the salesperson and a buyer nowadays? 15th of December 2023. Okay, make sense? You got what we're going to be doing? You understood? Okay. First of all, I want to make sure that we have, yeah, now we're going to have full, oops, just don't want it to be, okay, wait, it still doesn't work, huh? I mean, I think it's on. Okay, no. No, this one was on. What do you want? Can you help me?
Can you go to the speakers and
That here is fine. Over here. Ah, yeah. Okay, I got it. Yes. Sorry, guys.
They're sure straight here. Next time with this one, aerotime is a really interesting, or aerotime.
Me?
Aerotime. Very hot stock right now. So there's just a couple of brothers that are making radar detectors out of their garage. They're out in I think it's microwaves. I'm not sure, but you call the company's mainline. My mom Dorothy answers, and she is so sweet. I actually don't know what else. I don't know anything else about them other than that. 6 cents a share. What this crap? Well, I mean, honestly, mostly schmucks. They're postmen. There's always postmen. Plumbers. They see our ads in the back of Hustler, Popular Mechanics, and our ads actually say they can get rich quick. Buy their wife a diamond ring. Oh, maybe. Is this stuff regulated, or you guys, what are you doing here? You mailed in my company a postcard a few weeks back requesting information on penny stocks that had huge upside potential with very little downside risk. Does that ring a bell? Okay, great. Well, reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the afterwards. You got it? Name of the company, Aerotime International. It is a cutting-edge, high-tech firm out of the Midwest awaiting imminent patent approval on a next generation of radar detectors that have both huge military and civilian applications. Now, right now, John, the stock trades over the counter at 10 cents a share. And by the way, John, our analyst indicated could go a heck of a lot higher than that. Your profit on a mere $6,000 investment would be upwards of $60,000. Simply, you could pay off your mortgage. John, one thing I can promise you, even in this market, is that I never ask my clients to judge me on my winners. I ask them to judge me on my losers because I have so few. And in the case of Aerotime, based on every technical factor out there, John, we are looking at a grand slam home run. 4,000, that'd be 40,000 shares, John. Let me lock in that trade right now and get back to you with my secretary with an exact confirmation. Sound good, John? Great. Hey, John, thank you for your vote of confidence. Welcome to the Investor Center. Bye-bye.
How'd you fucking do that?
Just like that, I made $2,000. The other guys looked at me like I just discovered fire.
Okay. Now, turn to your partner and discuss the year, what is actually the year of the events which are represented in the movie, and what's different, and And how would you describe him, again, in comparison to the other salespeople in the room whom you've seen? You have 2 minutes. Yes. Yeah, you could, 3 of you, it's fine. 2. 3 of you can be together. Come.
They can be a triplet as well.
Huh?
They can be a triplet as well.
Of course, triple it. If I can see that it's not enough, let's triple. So, year, I need to have from you the year and the qualities, description of this fantastic man.
So I have to give which year and then again
How would you describe him? A couple of qualities.
as myself.
You don't mind?
There is a previous one.
This is no. I just want to record what you say.
Okay.
It's okay. For your colleagues or for yourself, then in the future.
Actually, this one during the crisis before 2008. So this is during 1993-92.
Okay, good idea.
We were discussing it.
Yeah, discuss it, guys. I just don't want it to be mute for those who are,
He's
going to watch a recording, so they're going to have.
His outfit, like he's the only guy who's wearing the suit compared to the other colleagues, and
Okay.
the tonality of his voice and the way how he speaks, the very high, so all of his colleagues they're hearing him.
Ups and downs. Okay. Okay, guys, 2 minutes done. Now we have maybe 1 minute for all of you to decide a simple question. Do you think similar conversation or similar sales process would have happened the same way in today's time? Today. Yes or no? Who thinks yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. No? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay. Would that be possible to sell the same way now?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay.
Can I give you an example?
Yes, of course.
It was so famous first, like 3 years ago. It was so famous. There wasn't any news about this new casino, but they sold them a lot of units because it was inside information. Actually, the developer had it's gonna be casino. They start to build there, and because the good developer went there, actually agent could sell there, like just for quality and name of branding, They just went there and yeah, it's gonna be like, look, this developer like anything there. It's gonna be good area.
So you think it
This
was
happened in
it was
Russia,
so easy to sell just because they have this underneath information
No,
because of the casino?
No, because you can make the like small information. You can just tell your clients.
And the client going to believe you? My question is. Will the client nowadays believe you if you're the one who has the information which is not listed anywhere?
No. Nowadays, actually, the problem is everyone can search about anything.
Exactly.
But in the other side, when we are setting up, we have no access to actual proof. This actual proof, this is all in the shoes. That's it. That's how we can convince them, This is the truth. It's gonna be like this. How they can know about this information? From nowhere. Even like a search in Google, there is no information for them.
You have to take a leap of faith, I guess. And Mr. Investor, if I will be asking you, what in your mind the most safe way to make money? It's probably put your money into the bond the government bond, I believe I discussed it with you already, where by making 2% or maybe 1% and putting your money for 10 years without ability to move them. So it depends. Which type of investment are you looking for? Are you looking for putting your money into something which, yes, going to generate you 1%, taking in consideration that the inflation, healthy inflation is 4 or 5% per year? Or you will take a bit of a risk, because investment is a risk, right? And put your money into the project which being by developer, blah, 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 which potentially can bring you XYZ. It's up to you to decide. What is more risky for you?
It depends on his budget and his knowledge about the market, you know. Some people,
This is our job. This is our job to.
like, not enough budget. But if you give them like numbers, and it's like it's gonna take even 5 years for they can get appreciation, you know.
Yeah.
But they will agree because that number would be more than how they can get from it their job in this market, you know.
Of
They
course.
feel this is the safe investment.
But till you get till there is a long road, right?
Yeah.
Till you will have that type of conversation with the client. So we are not there yet. That's why we are only making a first step. We're only calling to the client. We're only even preparing ourselves for the call. So which year is in your mind?
1987.
1993 to 1998.
The movie is 2013, yes. But
1987.
yes, it's 1987, guys. That's almost 1987. 1987. It's almost 20 years ago. 20 years ago, guys. So my question to you is, do you think they don't even have laptops? Not even laptops, not even computers. I cut this part just to make it short, but he's asking, where is your computers? Because back in the Wall Street, they had already some sort of computers over there. They just trade from the paper, right? So 20 years ago, guys. So what changed during this 20 years? Between now and 1987. Yes. Technology and the amount of time we've been sold. Yes. Back then, you see clearly in this piece of movie, Jordan Belfort is the only connection link between this Aerotime, a company, and the client. There is no one else. That's why back then, the company using salespeople and the salespeople been acting as someone who is, as a marketer, right? You spreading the information about the product, because otherwise, what was that? Radio, TV, and you as a salesperson, nothing else. Magazine, just newspaper, that's it. So that's why whatever he's doing, he's just what? He's just talking. Is he asking questions? No. No. He was just hoping that whatever he's saying going to be convincing enough, so it's going to click. And it did click. Oh, so I can buy my wife a diamond ring. And he was even like, oh yeah, you're going to be able to do that. He was just lucky, right? But instead of that, what could he do? So if you were Mr. Client to make this $40,000 as an income, how you would potentially spend that? Oh my God, I would buy my wife a diamond ring. I will pay my mortgage, right? So now I'm as a salesperson. Okay, and now I got you. I know exactly the pain points that you have. So now I will tie all of my further conversation into helping you to uncover more pain. What do you mean you're going to be able to pay your mortgage? So how much is the mortgage payment you have now? Oh, I'm struggling. I'm just like paying $1,000. I'm barely able to pay that. And for how long? For how long you've been having this issue? Oh, I've been having this issue for 10 years. You've been having this issue for 10 years. Have that had an impact on you? Oh yeah, I'm feeling so stressed. What I'm doing? Untrained salesperson, as soon as he will hear, I'm going to buy my wife a diamond ring, I'm going to pay my mortgage, going to jump into the presentation. Oh, yeah, you can do it. And then you can do this and you can do that. But trained salesperson will just click. Okay, I think I found what I'm looking for. Because I'm looking for pain. This is exactly what I'm telling you, that in the beginning of conversation, on the first or second, it might not be on the first call, on the second call, this is where you need to arrive with your client. Because when the sales agent are telling me, oh, my client is just buying because he just wants to make money. Well, this guy wants to make money as well, but why? Everyone wants to make money. Well, what's the reason for you specifically, Mr. Client, want to make money? For this client is buy a diamond ring and pay his mortgage. What about you? But I cannot ask this question directly to your face if I'm not trained with the tone, with the speed of my voice. I have to sound curious, concerned, and I don't have to speed up, right? I will not go into deep details how to get into the pain point in this training session yet, because it's a little bit deeper in the woods. It's the same as we are on a golf field, and we are learning how to do the swing, yeah? Right. Yeah? So I'm not a golfer anyway. I just like this example because to become a professional golfer, you don't have to do anything else. This is the only movement you have to do. That's it. But for me, if I would be teaching golf, for me to give you a next level of how to do this movement, you should have done already 2,000 or 3,000 times this movement. Because if you haven't done 2 or 3 and I will give you the next level of skill, you will not be able to apply it. The same here, guys. We're going to be doing step by step. And the next stage is going to heavily depend on how good you're applying the first one. So, having that in mind, your own buying behaviors, how have they changed during the years? Are you buying the same way or are you more cautious? You're Googling, checking the reviews, a part of asking your friends. You can get any information in 10 minutes, literally anything. So as a salesperson who is trying to sell you something, you always have yourself a quite high resistance. If the salesperson specifically starting with, I represent the best company, and the product is the best on the market, and we've been on the market for 10 years, and we are great, and I'm the best agent, and I sold this, and I sold that. Oh, you're just sitting there and just like, well, just another salesperson trying to sell me something. Where is your trust? Here. If the salesperson say, oh, well, it looks like you like Tanya. Oh, you like watches. I love watches myself. You know, I have so many watches. And okay, and I'm on the phone with you or I'm in person, and I understand what you're trying to do, right? I understand that you're trying to build a rapport with me. So in my mind, you're taking my precious time, which no one has, to build a rapport with me so you will then be able to sell me something. Do I have trust in you? Nah. And I do not want to tell you don't have a nice conversation with the client talking about the family and kids if it comes naturally to you. But there is a different way to put yourself in a position of being an expert. Always come back to what the doctor will do. Will the doctor start talking about him as well? Interested in, watches just because he's seen the watch on you? Maybe, most probably not. He has his time, he is a professional. He's shortage of time, he needs to get back to like serious things, right? Okay, so Unfortunately, we no longer, going forward specifically, will be successful as salesy and pushy people. How does it sound for you guys? Is there something that you were hoping to hear from me, or it was just like, what do you mean, Olga? I thought that you're going to be talking about how to just and convince, just hard convincing. Just give me this. What should I tell him? Just like to kill him with this one sentence. So just magic, one sentence, you're going to say, oh yeah, well, that's true, I'm buying. Yeah, how does it sound, guys? Is this something that you felt maybe a little bit recently? Because I'm teaching exactly opposite that Jordan Belfort was just representing. Almost opposite. I still use tonality and cadence and pace of the voice, but in a different way. Who is curious to learn how to sell in a nice way? Instead of you doing all the work, pitching and convincing, switch the roles, ask the questions. So the client will respond to your questions, and the questions going to help him to sell himself. Uncover the pain, understand how the pain is affecting him, for how long it's been going on. Creating internal urgency. Putting the seeds which are going to grow in his mind even when you're not on the phone with him, so you don't have to bother about following up. He's going to be following up with you because this is how he feels. He feels that you are the only one who are able to uncover the real problems that he has. So you are the only one who is potentially going to be able to help them to solve it. How does this sound? Who is in? Who is out? And it's okay, guys. It doesn't mean that other sales technique not going to work at all. They're going to still work. They're going to still be different types of personalities. Some of them you can box into making decisions. That's fine, but it depends how you want to feel. Are you want to come back home every day feeling like you've been in a boxing match? Or you want to come back home feeling like, okay, all the clients are sending me the messages, oh, thank you so much. You're the only one who are able to understand and help me. You're doing the same job. It's about what they feel about your interaction with you. Cool? I'm trying to sell you. I don't know if I'm working or not. Okay, so why does 90% of population do not trust salespeople? What we did, thanks to Jordan Belfort. By the way, this is a real person, character. He's doing a lot of sales trainings. He has his own straight line model. Does anyone ever heard the original voice and how the Jordan Belfort speaks? Huh? Original, real Jordan Belfort, it's a guy. Yeah. What do you feel like when you heard him first time?
He's for me personally, I mean, no disrespect. For me, this guy sounds like a con artist. He has been to jail as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course he's been to jail, of course.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I mean, I've been seeing him for the last like 8-10 years, so I know like what that person is.
Yeah.
Like very aggressive, but at the same time smart. But smart people end up going to jail. Yeah, for sure.
That's naturally him, by the way, guys. So his voice is so much, I don't know, theatric. This is how he is. Of course, he's exaggerating it, but when I heard him first time, he has a podcast as well. When I heard him first time, I was like, well, that's just a joke. I cannot listen to that. It's so annoying because he, and I was like, oh. So if someone's going to talk to me like this on the phone, I'm just going to say, okay, so that's just too salesy. I cannot, sorry, I cannot. I'm going to close my phone. Okay, aggressive, desperate, needy attach, commission breath, which is lowering our status, all of that. I'm going to say something which is contradicting with what you think is sales is or what you think is KPI is. If you attached to the sale, if you want to make a sale regardless, you're going to be very, potentially, I'm not saying 100%, very unsuccessful in sales. If you will be coming from the different place, if you will be coming, doesn't mean that you don't care about the sale, but you're coming from the place of help. The client has a problem, I have a solution. I want to help. And if the client will make decision that he doesn't need my help, that's okay. Because my desire is to help him. This is a bit of a shift of the mind. When you start viewing people who are your clients as a human beings, not like someone who can bring you the commission check. And they're gonna, on the other side, they're gonna feel that. And that's gonna help them to open up. But for that, of course, you should have something on your, underneath the belt, below the belt as a financial results that are safe and, your basic needs are covered. And that's true. The more money you make and the less you feel you're going to be attached to the results, the more money you can make. So when you will feel that I actually really want to help people. I know it sounds stupid. Like, Olga, what are you talking? Are you going to now tell us that those people who are making millions and trillions, they just really want to help? They're just kind? Not like Jordan Belfort? Well, in the current era, yes. It doesn't mean that they are not, that they are not persistent. Because I will give you an example. If my friend has some sort of disease, I don't know, I like this doctor example, I'm always bringing it up. My friend has some sort of disease. He knows about this, but he's careless. And I know that for him to get better, he should be doing a certain, I don't know, taking certain medications, doing certain exercises regardless. Because I care about my friend. I'm going to be making 100% sure that he's in line and doing the things that are going to make him feel better. When I am caring about my friend, what I care is him. I do not care how he will see me. He might not like me when I'm doing this, right? Because he doesn't like the taste of medication, he doesn't like the diet or whatever I'm trying to help him with. But do I care if he likes me or not? No, I don't care. Well, because my goal is to help him. I know that I'm helping him. But what is actually happening when we are trying to sell, we know that for people to buy from us, they should like us. So we're trying to be someone who is very likable. That's why we don't want to upset the client. That's why we don't want to say something that the client doesn't like. That's why we're getting very upset ourselves if the client says, no, I don't want it, because it feels it's rejection of us. But when I don't care how you feel, my friend, about me, because I'm here to help you, if you're going to say, oh, I hate you, Olga, I'm just like, well, that's fine. Because my goal is to help you. My goal is not to make you like me. Is it something that you can relate to? Yeah? We're going to be talking about this from the different perspective. But this is going to start working better if you will see your client as someone you want to help. That's going to make you feel more curious, more concerned about them, because your goal is not to sell. And they're going to feel like you are the one who can understand them. So they're going to be more interested in talking to you than in other salespeople, from whom they feel commission breath. Commission breath, have you ever heard this term? So I'm talking to you and you know that only my intention is to sell. So my breath smells like commission. Yeah. All the time when you're interacting with your client, okay, so what I'm trying to do now, am I really trying to help him? And if you put your mind, if you're trying to help him, you will find the words, you will find the reason for you to follow up. And this is the reason why the people are going to buy from you. Because the person is making buying decisions, especially when we're talking about the delay purchase, right? So the buyer has to vote for you with his money now, and the delivery going to be in 3, 4, 5 years, right? So how do you yourself make a buying decision about something like this? For example, with whom you will go, with agent A or with agent B? They're both talking about the same project. With whom you will go? Just with, yeah. So the same project, 2 different agents are offering it to you. Based on what you will make a decision which agent going to be your agent, which agent to work with.
Under the one I'm feeling he's helping me.
He's helping you.
And he's listening to me more.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I think on which you have more trust, and on the person you think he will serve you for a longer period of time.
Yes. So guys.
Understanding what I need exactly from that.
Yeah. So this is how we build trust with people, because I'm sure all the sales experts you ever heard, they're talking about, the first thing you should do, you should build the trust. And you're sitting there just like, the same as I was when I was an agent. I was like, well, what do you mean exactly, build the trust? What should I do? Should I come to the person and say, trust me? The first thing that you have to switch from I'm trying to sell to I'm trying to help, and then emotions. We're buying with emotions only. So I am as a buyer, and you as a buyers are doing the same exact, because we're all human beings, regardless of nationality or the heritage. We make decisions the same way. We based our decisions with whom to go just on our inner feeling, which one of these 2 agents will be able to solve our problems. That's it, our feelings. So what we should focus, should we focus on sending the numbers to the client? Yes, it is. But the more we have to focus on creating the feeling inside of him that I'm here to help. And building relationship is as simple as I like to give an example of interpersonal relationship. As a guy will invite me for a date, and sitting on the first date, he will start talking about how great he is. He wants to get married, he wants to have kids, and and that might be not even my intention, first of all, right? He never asked me. And the second of all, it's too early, right? So sometimes, specifically with the social media leads, by asking questions, we understand where they are, and sometimes we need to give them time to fall in love with us. The reality is like this, guys. We can push them, we can burn them with pushing. They're not going to respond to us. This is what sometimes is happening, right? So think about this as a common sense of you building relationship with a friend. How would you start doing this? Same thing. Okay, I'm going to try to be, that's what we act. This is some examples of how we show to the client that we are needy, that we have commission breath. First of all, we speak fast. Who feels that on the phone call, specifically calling back to the client, he needs just to be fast because the client is rushing and the client can close the phone on you and just not sure? Yeah? We feel that sometimes. So when we are acting that way, the client feels that you are uncertain, that you don't know exactly what you're talking about, you're shy. Sometimes you come across like aggressive because you want to show that you're more confident, but the client can read it as aggressive. you worry you sounded scripted, even if you don't use the script, but just because there is, hi, Mr. Client, that's me. You just responded on the one of our project, and I just wanted to call you back to see, like, but most of the time when someone is calling you, I'm sure you're receiving cold calls as well, or some whatever calls from the companies you registered with, you don't even understand who is phoning you. You're just like, because the first couple of seconds, Etisala, yeah, so, okay, so something being registered, so if I can hear Etisala to do, my automatic response is what? Not interested. I don't even know what it's about. I have no idea. But was that my preparation? In the morning I woke up and it's like, okay, if I'm going to have such call, that's what I'm going to do. No, it just happens automatically, guys. So you ask general surface level questions, which you don't know why you're even asking them. You just got used to ask them, and you kind of just, everyone is asking this and I'm asking. And I'm getting the surface level answer, which is not giving me enough information, and I'm still keep asking the different question. You're always available. Yes, no problem. Yeah, you can. 9 p.m. On Sunday. Yeah, absolutely. I'm here. Sorry, guys, but do not tell to your manager, but you don't have to be always available. Because if you're always available, where is your status? Yeah. When the client pick up the hand and volunteered, fill up the form, register his interest, what does that mean? He has a problem, you have a solution. So, who has a problem? He. Who has a solution? You. That's it. If you going to be always available, you're going to be the one who is having a problem and solution together. And you're going to go into the chase mode. Do you want to go into the chase mode? Probably not. It's going to take way more time for you to actually convert anyone. You send hundreds of messages, and your messages are way bigger than the messages of the client. The same is in relationship with the girl, right? I'm sure, ladies, when you are starting the relationship only with a guy, are you looking, okay, so should I just delete this sentence because my message looked bigger than his? I'm not going to let that happen. Right? So that shows who is actually more interested. I'm not saying that do not respond to the client's messages. I'm not saying this, guys. I just want you to be very precise and put more mind into what you're doing, into how you're writing. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to receive your Thank you. Thank you. I hope I will be able to help you. That's it. That's enough. Why? You have a problem, I have a solution. Who is helping you? Yeah, thank you for showing your interest. I hope I will be able to help you. And this is what he wants. He wants help. So let's put him in the position where we will be able to help. Because otherwise he will be some sort of a crystal ball. We're going to be afraid to ask questions. And we're not going to be, in the end, able to help him as well. And he's going to end up without a property, potentially, because no one will be able to help him. He potentially might lose money just because he haven't, this is what happened to him in 2020. He was too scared to invest. 2021, he was too scared to invest. So he's been losing money all of these years. Whose fault is this? It's our fault, guys. Because we were not able to help him to see the opportunity. Why? Because we're too salesy, we are too pushy, and he's pushing back. Okay, what to do? Yeah.
Okay, there was a last point.
Yes.
I think last point in the previous slide.
Yeah.
Which we used the same technique. We put more
Limited will be, oh, yeah, sorry, that was, okay, so guys, there is a two-way of creating an urgency. Which one are you using now? This one.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other urgency? Okay, so that is two urgencies, guys. External urgency, which is this one. Okay, so how many people here, I think in your department now you have 30 people. Probably all of you are using external urgency. Guess what's happening when I'm coming to train other companies is asking them which type of urgencies they're using? This one. So do you feel that when you tell to the client about like limited availability, limited stock, this unit not going to be available, they're going to be purchased by another client, do you think he believes you? No.
So what else can we use? We are not using
External urgency. This is what I'm going to teach. Guys, you remember who were here on Wednesday? I was talking about the cancer patient who happened to be a cancer patient in the end, who the patient who came to the doctor with a headache. Because of the doctor advanced questioning ability and the MRI scan, we've been discovered that he has actually a tumor. So he has now to do the surgery, and he has to find 200,000, I was questioning myself, dollars or dirhams, doesn't matter, a big amount of money, for him to solve this problem. So the urgency in the beginning of conversation was, yeah, I have a headache, yeah, I should probably spend 40 dirhams to purchase some medication. The urgency over here is to find 200,000 dirhams in 2 days. Does the doctor create anything additionally about the limited availability slots for my surgery? You have to really run into that. Should he do anything like this? Nah. Why? Because we created internal urgency. How we do it? The same as Jordan Belfort example. Yeah, let me finish and I will ask you. The same as Jordan Belfort example. When we discover that the client, needs to pay off his mortgage and he wants to buy a wife a diamond ring, what a conversation should be about? How this problem is affecting him now? For how long he was feeling them? Besides this problem, what else is there? Might be as a reason you're looking to purchase the property, which going to start generating a passive income so you can buy your wife a diamond ring. So if I am helping you to realize, well, we just need to help them realize, because guys, people are buying property not because they just woke up, okay, I have this money, let me just start looking for a property in Dubai. It doesn't happen like this. The initial problem is I have to pay for my retirement. I'm working in Dubai, for example. What was my problem when I decided to invest in a property? I'm working in Dubai. I don't have any retirement. My savings are losing the value. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be accumulating dirhams, so then what? I need to plan for my retirement. How can I do that? I want to become a full-time investor so I don't have to work anymore, so I will be able to spend more time with my family. I will be able to travel or live anywhere I want. This is my initial reasons to purchase the property. So if this is my initial future-pacing reason, how do I feel now? I feel deprived with my work. I feel like I'm into the rat race. I feel like I'm not spending enough time with my kids. I feel like I might not be able to pay for education for my kids in the university that I want to. I feel like I'm not going to be able to retire my parents early. That's the reason people are buying property, guys. You have to find out what are these reasons. And asking them questions about this, even when you jump off the phone, you're going to keep thinking. I've been kicking the can down the road, kind of delaying the purchase of the property already for 6 months. This is what he starts thinking when you have this journey with him through the questions. So I would potentially be already making XYZ money, but I kind of delay it. So if I'm going to keep doing this, what's going to happen? And he's going to keep thinking about this when you are not with him. If that's going to be the seed that you planted in his head, do you think then if you will add on limited availability, it will work better. Do you think? How does you now feel about asking the questions about potential pain of the client or problem of the client? Sorry, you wanted to ask something.
Actually, no, I want to know, there is something actually in market right now.
Okay.
This
Can you
is
speak
maybe-
louder? Can you? Yes.
Maybe we can change our way to like how we behave to our clients.
Yeah?
But somehow there are like a lot of agents, like big number. They are doing same things, but they act needy to clients. And right now, in this market,
Yes.
I'm talking about, they are know about this. You know, there is a lot of agents in the market. They want to sell. You know, there is a competition between us.
Yes.
They will act like this. They are like, you have to be needy.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
This is somehow because this is not what this is not my personality at all. But I saw the
Okay.
some agents in that way.
Yeah.
They can sell so easily. You know, they are just available like 24/7. They actually they give everything the clients want.
I mean, look, if you feel that this is your way, you can start doing this. Guys, I'm not saying that don't do that. If you feel that with this way, you will be able to sell more.
This is not actually my personality. This is how it's going on in Dubai. You know, this is like when you want to buy something. When this one, like this drink, is available in like lower price, you will go with that.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
How it's like
so you're
half
trying to
price
tell
of
me,
it.
like, how long you've been in real estate?
About me about 2 years actually,
2 years.
but not.
In Dubai?
Yes.
In Dubai.
And also
So what you're trying to say that the situation when there is a lot of agents just happening right now, or it was the same way 2 years ago?
actually, when I came to Auckland, I feel it.
Guys, who are here for more than 5 years? More than 6 years? 7, 8? So what, in real estate. So not in Dubai. Okay, so I'm here for 9 years. 24th of December is going to be my 9 years. I step on the land, and 5th of January 2015, I had my first job as agent in Christie's International Real Estate. It was way too many agents back then. Way too many agents. It doesn't matter. We have no social media. No one is generating leads like you have it, guys, by the way. There's no one. We had to call. For selling of plan as well. So I don't know which is more easy. To call to someone who already purchased, or you are getting the leads from all over the world, potentially interested. And if you under impression, guys, that's what's going to work. We have a determination of our attention. If I'm trying to buy a yellow car, I'm looking for the ads. What I'm noticing around me on the road, a lot of yellow cars. And I was like, what the hell? Everyone is now driving yellow cars. No, this is just how our brain works. If you pay attention to good things are going to happen. If we focus on bad things, we will see bad things. If you will feel that being a needy, desperate agent is work, I know so many needy, desperate agents, they have absolutely zero money, like zero. And even you try to teach them how to switch, they cannot. Because they are not on the, kind of mental capacity, guys. You should have some certain level of understanding. Yeah.
Like I have a client, I never available in Saturday night, so like Sunday, never.
Okay.
He texted me like Saturday night at 7, and okay, I wasn't available. At the Sunday, he texted me, okay, I have to find another agent because I know that we are available in Saturday night. Sorry, I blocked you. This is the how. I'm not talking about they are successful, I'm not. No, no, no. That's not
Yes.
the point, actually. But this is the how they convert
Okay, so
clients.
how you responded? How you responded to this message?
This is like,
How have you responded on this message?
he actually blocked me, but I was laughed.
Okay, guys, the way I would respond into this message,
He blocked me, I couldn't respond,
I was like, yeah, oh, so sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I was just busy with a client till Saturday. So when I closed my last deal, and this is what I usually do, I have to give my time to my family. Hope you understand that. That's it, guys.
Actually, the same thing happened with me in the.
That doesn't mean that this person ever going to buy from anyone, by the way. He doesn't have respect, it's up to you. We're not going to buy from people who we do not respect. Okay, so guys, we're here able to shift the market and change that. Yes.
For sure. Actually, I also, till a good extent, I also agree on with her, right? Suppose if this man wants to have this, if this man wants to have this particular, this or whatever X, Y, Z, and he say, I want this I have intention to purchase it within 2 days, right? I'm not available in those 2 days, right? But he is looking forward to purchase it.
Yes.
It comes to me, but I'm not available in that particular time frame. Right?
Yes.
But he is desperate.
Okay.
And that is, I'm seeing the overseas people, overseas client as well, till some way they are desperate as well to purchase, to invest. If I'm not available, right, even I'm able to create a bond with him, but then also, if someone else will come, he will say, okay, yeah, let me go with you and purchase it. And it had happened with me.
Yeah, of course, guys. If you're not going to be available for 2 days and you're not going to assess the quote client who is there, but
So that is because
yeah.
Again, I will come back to that because there's so much of availability of the agents. If you are not available there on their time, they will definitely gonna go with the other person.
That's why you need to create the feeling inside of the client that only you are able to help him. This is what we're going to work on. If you're going to feel you're replaceable, you're replaceable. This is how it is. When you are making a decision to have a committed relationship with your partner, the wife, for example, she is a certain person, right? She has something that's going to hold you towards her regardless. She has some sort of a hook, right? But if you don't really like her, and it's a girlfriend like on and off, you're going to be easily able to just go away, right? But what it is about her to keep you attracted is actually that she knows her worth, right? And she feels that she's her own person, right? So she is not desperate to be with you. Yes.
I think
Yeah.
the example is somehow not I'm able to relate is if the reason is the client is more focused on the object than the medium. He wants this particular thing and he's not pretty much fixed with the medium. I can go with this medium, I can go with this medium. What is my end goal? My end
Because
goal is
everyone is exactly the same for them. Acting needy, salesy, no one is using right questions. Yes, guys, that's true. I'm agreeing with this. So that's why I'm here teaching you something that is not yet available on the market. Neuro-emotional persuasion as a sales training started in 2017 in US. You can go and get certified. It's not going to be anyhow industry specific. The access to the online platform where you can watch video are going to cost you almost $3,000. The additional coaching, which is going to be happening in US timing, so you have to be up all night for 3 months, going to, on total, cost you $8,200. And it's not industry specific. No one going to help you with a script. No one going to address or assess, or it's not personalized, guys. This is one of the training that I did. I do not know many people in Dubai who have certification in that. I know the guy who is selling this. He just moved in Dubai because they don't care. The salespeople, they can live anywhere, and he's making so much money selling this fantastic product. So he just loves Dubai. I will be more than happy to connect you if you want to buy it and become a professional neuro-emotional persuasion in the neuro-emotional persuasion technique, or you can come to the sessions for free and learn how it's already digested, implemented on your industry and exactly what you do. It's up to you. But there is no magic pill for you to, after 2 hours of my training, to become someone completely different whom people are going to view as, oh yeah, that's I want to go with this agent. No, guys, it's a long run. Every day you have to work on yourself. Any questions? We're almost done, and we're going to have a short break. I will check how many slides I have. This is what we kind of already spoke about, the sales resistance. So the sales resistance is something that we activate in our clients while being salesy, needy, speaking fast, using the cheap price, best investment opportunity, or like the words that everyone else is using, right? So what does that mean, the sales resistance? We feel resistant as a human being anytime when we feel that someone whom we're communicating with takes away our ability to make our own decisions. So if the mom, when you were a kid, were deciding on your own, you're not going to eat this, you're going to eat that, how do you feel? No, right? Automatically. Even if you were okay before to eat that, right? But you feel resistance. So this is how the client feels immediately after he receives the call. Hi, Mr. Client. I'm Olga from F&C, and you were interested to invest into property XYZ. So I'm trying just to call you just to see what is the best time for you to talk and how I can assist you. Sales resistance is up. Why? Because I make decision that you are interested, first of all, that you want me to assist you. I took away the opportunity from you to make the decisions on your own, as funny as it is. That's why when we walk into the shop and person is coming to us, can I help you? You say no. But if the person, the salesperson will come, I know you're just looking. If things change, I'm just going to be down there helping other customers. Other option. I know you're just looking. Yes. So I know you're not going to buy anything today. Yes. But do you know what you're looking for? Oh, actually, I'm looking for XYZ. What I did? I help you to remove the sales resistance. Do you feel?